Good morning, everybody, and welcome to New Day Northwest. Not all foods are created equal, and in fact, there are certain foods that actually sap our energy. Nobody wants that. We asked nutrition coach Lauren Chambers to show us some easy replacements that keep our energy up instead. Welcome back. How are you? You look great. How's the baby?
So good. She's crawling. She's on the move.
You got to bring her next time.
I know.
We'll give her a little cameo.
Okay.
Be her first time on TV. So some of these foods are not that they're so bad for you. It's just what time of day we're eating them.
Yeah. What time of day, and just like if you're looking for energy boosting foods, these are going to do the opposite. They're going to zap you of energy.
And we don't want that because not everybody wants to lose weight or looking to make big changes, but nobody doesn't want some extra energy.
Right. For me, it's about feeling good. If you feel good, then everything else is better in life.
Looks good.
So,
okay, so let's start with the breakfast time, which is I think kind of the Bermuda Triangle of food.
Yeah. So we've got some coffee, some pastries, some protein bars. Most of my clients are craving sweet, starchy caffeine first thing in the morning, and that makes sense. Your body's been fasting all night. It needs a quick source of energy, and carbohydrates break down the most fast.
So that pumpkin loaf just seems like it's calling your name.
Yeah, exactly. But what it does is it spikes our blood sugar and then consequently crashes it even lower. So then we crave even more caffeine, more starch, more sweets to get right back up to that level, and it's a vicious cycle.
And off we go. So what's our better choice?
So the better choice here, we've got a chia seed pudding option, and this is rich in protein, fat, and fiber, which is the combo you need to build and stabilize efficient energy. So,
protein, fat, and fiber.
Yes, fiber from, I like fruits or veggies. So it's the macronutrients, carbohydrates.
Excellent.
Complex.
So is this easy to make?
Yes. So, okay, if you want to help be my little sous chef, super easy, to make. So this is coconut milk. It's from the can. It's full fat, so it's kind of lumpy, but as you whisk it, it's going to get smooth. And then I just add in a little bit of honey or maple syrup to sweeten.
Okay.
And a pinch of sea salt. And then what's cool with this too is you can completely customize. So if you wanted a chocolate pudding, you could add in cacao powder.
Yeah.
You could do turmeric
There's one
or
I make that I love.
Yeah.
And I was not, believe me, I was not a chia seed person, but I'm a convert now.
I know, it's kind of weird sounding, but then you try it. If you have the right components, it's really good. And then I'm stirring in you're stirring in a half a cup of chia seeds.
Together we're stirring in.
Yeah, and then what's cool is you just put it in the fridge overnight, and the seeds soak up all the liquid, and so it makes
gets nice and thick.
Pudding-like consistency. So.
Is it okay if I have a taste?
Oh yeah, taste away.
Let's see what this tastes like. What did you put in? What did you put on top?
So it's got a little bit of coconut yogurt, some fresh figs because those are in season, a little bit of nut butter for some healthy fats, and then some grain-free granola.
That's good.
Yeah, and you can put them in these glass jars, take them with you to work on the go. So a very easy, portable breakfast.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't have to cook.
That's
anything
delish.
else.
That is really good. And anybody who likes yogurt or cereal or whatever is going to like this as well.
Yeah, if you're craving the sweet stuff, that's the good.
Okay, so that should hold us through lunch. And then we need to do the same thing in terms of our macronutrients?
Yes. So a lot of my clients too are busy during the lunch hour. So lots of times they're skimping on lunch or eating like a bar or here little low calorie salad and thinking they're being healthy because they're eating lighter. But in reality, you need more nutrients because nutrients are the building blocks of energy.
In the middle of the day, that's really important, right? Because we've got a motor through the afternoon.
Totally. Yeah. If you're missing out on that building block, your body's not going to have enough to work with and you're going to crash again.
Okay, so what's a good idea? I hope it's this.
Oh yes,
it looks so good.
Definitely this. So I love this salad option because we've got spinach, which you don't have to pre-wash or prep. So it's an easy green and it's rich in iron, which helps transport oxygen to your cells to be used as energy. We've got smoked salmon, so that way your coworkers won't hate you.
Oh, that's such a good point. Because I never realized that, sometimes that is a smell that carries, but the smoked salmon is better for that, right?
Yeah, for the smell anyway, and you don't have to cook it. So it's an easy option. You could totally do regular wild salmon too, but this is rich in protein, anti-inflammatory, omega-3s, and then B vitamins, which help help your body convert food into energy.
Which is great. You've got an avocado in there, half an avocado.
For some healthy fats, cucumbers, super hydrating, and then this ginger miso dressing is one of my faves. I make it at home, and if you can, there are clean options out there on the market, but a lot of salad dressings are doused in sugars, which again are going to spike your blood sugar and crash it, leaving you craving more and on that vicious cycle.
So if you're shopping for that, what is the proper amount of sugar or a tolerable amount for a serving?
Yeah, so I would look for, if you could do like under 6 grams of sugar.
Oh yeah, that's possible. There are lots that are 2 or 3.
Yeah, but you also want to read ingredient labels too, because then a lot of times they're subbing out for like weird sugars with different names like maltose, dextrose, and those will still spike your blood sugar, do things to your gut, but they'll just lower the sugar content.
So you need to share with us some recipes for dressing, because I think that's where we can go. We can go badly
I have
wrong.
that on my blog. That's so fresh and so green.
Excellent. We will link you to the blog then, everybody. And then this is, we're really talking about evening. You know, often people come home for a glass of wine or various things. What's your thought about evening?
Yep. So most people are not drinking wine thinking it's going to boost their energy, but on the flip side, they're drinking it to relax and wind down, thinking if they get a better night's sleep, then they'll feel better the next day. And while wine is a depressant to your central nervous system, so it does help you initially relax, fall asleep, it also messes with your REM cycle, which is your most restorative sleep cycle. So then you wake up feeling even more fatigued and drained the next day.
So is there a better time to have a glass of wine? I mean, like brunch or lunch or no?
Well, one, I'd say, at least a couple hours before bed, and make sure you're then hydrating, drinking lots of water. And you definitely don't have to give up the wine. I love my wine too.
My rosé has been really nice this summer.
Or with dinner, that's a great option. But if you are finding still like you're having the nightly glass, you're feeling low on energy, you might want to look at swapping it every now and then for an alternative like this golden milk latte. So
that looks so good. What's in there?
So this is coconut milk, a little bit of turmeric spice, that's the active ingredient, which is very anti-inflammatory, and again, inflammation causes fatigue in the body, so we don't want that. And it helps build serotonin, which is a precursor to melatonin, our sleep hormone. So cinnamon, for balancing blood sugar, and it adds a sweet taste. I added a little bit of honey and then heat it over the stovetop, froth it up.
We can do that.
Yeah, and
that's not impossible.
Yeah, and that way you still have a treat or a ritual to look forward to.
Right.
So lots of times if you can just find a swap or an alternative, then you don't feel like so deprived.
And it kind of feels like dessert, right? Because you're tasting something a little bit sweet.
Yeah,
has a little bit of honey in it.
Yep.
Okay, so the important thing for us to realize is that there are things beyond food we can do that aren't that hard that will also boost our energy. What are your top 2?
Totally. So one would be exercise or movement. It doesn't have to be intense, even going for a walk around the block, because that's going to supply your cells with fresh oxygen, which it needs to create energy. And then secondly, drink more water. Most people are dehydrated. Our bodies are made up of 70% water. If we're not getting enough, we're fatigued, our brain's not functioning properly. So check in with yourself and see how much water you've been drinking per day. And lots of times it's just, you might not be hungry, it just might be dehydration.
It might be that. A good friend recommended to me a Brita filter, which I've been using, a pitcher, because I can fill it with the amount of water I need to drink throughout the day. And then I don't have to count anything. I just need to empty that pitcher and I'm good.
That's how I do it too. If you have like a hydro flask and you can refill it a couple times, and I like to know how much I'm getting.
I want to know the numbers.
Like, check the box. So
thank you so much. These are such good ideas, and you'll find the recipe for Lauren's chia pudding, honestly very good, on our website under the recipe.